Okay, so welcome back to the Passionfruit Whalrus plays Dark Souls 3, the Fire Fades edition, and this is the third part. And this is our character, who is currently a knight, but will become a sorcery chappy later, lady later. So we're heading off down here to kill some people who are just minding their own business, really. We need to kill this dude with a lantern. Yep. And this dude, because he's been depressing. And all these guys, because we want as many souls as we can get. Yep, I think he's still alive. But not anymore. And him. And there's a Twinkly up here, which we want. Another soul, good. And kill this guy. Okay. Oh, there's another one up there. Bugger, okay. Okay. Nice. And that's interesting. I don't think I have ever gone round this corner before. Huh, how very interesting. Okay, well let's pop up here anyway. Well, you're a dick, aren't you? Oh, okay then. Come on then. Yeah. Shit. Okay. You should have pushed me off a ledge. And up here, and we have a Twinkly, which is binoculars, which I will probably never be using. But, there we go. Okay. So back down here, see if I can kill a few more of these guys. I have a suspicion that the... oops. That the dragon may well wake up any minute, so yeah, I'm going to go back the way I came. Yep. Now if I go... huh, interesting. Well, I'm not going down there. What I'm going to do is go back the way I came, because that's the route we'll be taking for this. Yeah, we go down here. Now there's a guy trying to hide behind some of these. Stealthy dude. Although, I did forget about your friend. Okay. Some firebombs. There's a Twinkly over here what we want. More firebombs. I'm firebombed to the gills. Right, okay, so we go down the hole. Right, okay, so we get this Twinkly in the corner. Twinkle in the corner, hooray. And we're coming back out here. We've got this guy to kill. Come on, Mr. Spear dude, come and have a stab. Come on, you know you want to. Bad luck. Okay. And now you're dead, and I want the Twinkly from your friend. So I don't actually want the Twinkly from your friend. Right. And I didn't actually want to go that way, come to think of it. I want to wake up the dragon first. Right. So we just run up here. And our nice dragon friend Boris there turns up. And kills absolutely fucking everybody. And he should kill these guys down the side as well. Oops. Come on, fire on the side, please. Okay. Right, good. Thank you, Boris. Right, so we're just going to go down here a little bit until he does it again. And then we run through. Possibly stopping to pick up the Twinkly on the way. Okay, now if we can, we want to avoid fighting that knight. At this... oh, shit. Okay, at this stage, because he is fairly tough. But not necessarily too tough. Okay, that wasn't actually as bad as I was expecting. The first few times I played this game, I had my arse thoroughly smashed by him. But, yeah, never mind then. Right, now we've got a guy on the left, like that. And we'll get the Twinkly in a minute. But first, we are going up here to a bonfire. And then I think there's a Twinkly around the corner. Yes. Some Titanite. Definitely want some Titanite. Titanite tonight. Okay, so wait for the guy to go, then we deal with this little guy. Come on, buddy. Oh, for goodness sake. Right. And then we want to go down here. We want to pick up the firebombs. Then, if we can, we want to drop on his friend. Yep. And there should be another one down here somewhere. Like there, for example. And we get those, and then we're going this way. Now, there is another ladder in that room which takes you elsewhere, but I'm not going there right this minute. I will do that a little bit later on when we have a key that we need. Come on. Okay. And you guys, and I'll have the Twinkly. Yep. Got me a Twinkly. Twinkly, twinkly, twinkly. Okay, so... right. Now, we want to quickly run up here, and we want to murder this guy before he... shit. Turns into that thing. Because... that thing is a pain. Kind of handy that we got quite a few of our firebombs. Okay. Some more firebombs, straight sword. I'm not sure what he's dropped. Oh, an ember and a titanite shard. That's handy. Okay. Sit there and watch me getting attacked by a dinosaur monster, you bastards. Okay, and there should be one of them glowy little bug things, which we want for... it's got a raw gem on it, which I'm not sure if we'll be using. For anyone who doesn't know, they increase the total physical damage of a weapon, which is quite handy, but... depends on how you like to play. I don't find that the weapon infusions are very useful, really. There's a couple of areas where a fiery sword can be useful, but shit. But they are generally, I don't like them that much because they tend to reduce the physical damage of a weapon. So you'll have less physical damage plus some magic damage. So it might be a little more than it was to start, but it depends. If you know you're fighting an enemy that's weak to a certain thing, like with the fire sword, if you know that they're weak to fire, then that can be pretty handy. Otherwise, it's not really worthwhile. In my opinion, anyway. So, generally I just use, well, when I'm playing a knight, quite often I just use the the straight sword that I'm using now, because it's a pretty good weapon for just constant use. Yeah, there's a pair of scythes you can get from one of the boss fights in the DLC, which is quite nice. And I quite like using that. It's a you can use it single or double-handed, but the oof, you're a mean little bastard today, aren't you? Okay. And he's dead. Yeah, I found you can just sort of roll towards their weapon, and then when you come up from the roll, you can usually hit them with a sword stroke. That can be fairly effective. Yeah, but I like the size. They're in the gameplay video that I posted before I started doing the Dark Souls sort of proper playthrough. And they're quite fun. They're quite good because they can sort of stagger some enemies, so you can just do this frenzied attack, which is pretty useful. And yeah, so that's quite good. It just gives you a bit more of this sort of constant repeated hits, which is pretty useful. So yeah. And kill him, open the box. This one is definitely not a mimic. For anyone who hasn't played yet, a mimic will have the chain that you can see on the right pointing the other way. It'll be pointing towards you, and that will show that it's a mimic. And if you're in any doubt, then just hit the box once, and if it's a mimic, it will wake up, and if it's not, then it won't. Just don't hit the box too hard, because sometimes it gets destroyed and things. Right then. I think we will end this one here, and when we come back we will clear this room and get a couple of the goodies that are down there. So thanks for watching, and bye bye for now.